Three, two, one, and here we are. Welcome to the first episode of the podcast with no name. I am here with Brandon Syme.
Hi, everyone.
And I'm also here with Josh Wasaki, aka Josh Reviews.
What's up, y'all?
And of course, you know me, I am Goosebumps Now, the producer of these things. Let's get into it. This is Brandon's special podcast. He'll be debuting on his channel, so when you're hearing this, you must be looking for Syme Time.
Yep. It's virtually Syme Time 3.5, but, we'll figure stuff out.
Yes, so we'll be leading the Horror Burrito from my channel, and Zach. Everyone posts the Horror Burrito, but I kind of lead that. Zach does the scary stories, Josh is more of the gaming of the group, and then Brandon does the random stuff.
Yeah, I'm just the person that just doesn't really care what he uploads.
Here's your next channel name, Rando Brando.
Brando. That could work.
Yeah, that could definitely work. There's potential marketing there. Alright, so Josh, we had discussed outside of this that we were going to talk about things relevant to the time frame we're filming this. Recording this.
Halloween.
So on Halloween, why don't we each take turns telling our craziest Halloween story, and since Brandon is technically the host, I'm going to let him start us off. Go, Brandon.
Okay, well, welcome, kitties, because I got, a really weird story. So, yeah, this is pretty epic. So this story, it takes place, I'd say, probably 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, it was Halloween night. I think it was 2014. So I got dressed up as a zombie scientist that year.
Alright.
I literally got a lab coat and stuff, and I literally sat at my apartment and rubbed it on the ground to make it look like I came out of the ground and stuff, and I had fake flesh coming off me, and I even bought a little plastic head brain for my top of my head, so it looks like my brains are falling out.
That's cool.
So, it was a long work one. It was a long time though. That was a 2 to 3 month costume getting ready.
Yeah. So
Plus
you put some work
2
into
hours
it.
of makeup. But so pretty much we go trick or treating, and of course I always start at my grandma's house, which is it's kind of hard to say. Not smack middle in the middle of town, but it's more on the outskirts, kinda, I guess. I don't know. But we went trick-or-treating, and I went to this one house that literally looks like a house out of something like Poltergeist or Exorcist, because it's just perfect for being haunted.
Yeah.
And it's very notorious of that the owns the house know that his kid had a stroke at our school and died. Yeah.
Terrible.
So we went over there, not thinking about that, because this was a year later when that actually happened.
Yeah.
But, so we go, it still is nice nowadays. So we went over to his house, and we got candy, and, what do I get? I got Twix, Milky Way, dental floss, a toothbrush, and a part of a cookie. Okay, is this guy a dentist?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
No, he's not. No, he's not a dentist. He literally just had extra toothbrushes and gave it away. I got a small story that you might go off on a tangent, Brandon. Is that okay? That's okay. So, one year on Halloween, it was what, 14, 15?
Mm-hmm.
I get a box in the mail, and it's from my actual dentist, and it's a bunch of candy, and then it left a note. Eat this candy, hope to see you soon. He was literally giving me and my brother and sister candy so we could get cavities so he could see us.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's the scariest story I think I've ever heard.
I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm not eating this candy then.
So you had other candy instead?
your language called there, boy. But
Just
other
remember,
than that,
Brandon,
I
you
mean,
can always bleep him out in editing.
Yeah. But we went beautiful. So we went trick or treating again and kept walking, and another house that was very interesting that year. The light was on, so of course, you know, that's your first thought is, oh, I can just go up there, you know, and he'll probably, you know, answer the door, right?
Yeah.
Well, we go out there, and this guy is like, if you don't get off my property, I'm gonna call the cops on you. And I was like, okay then, I'm just gonna leave. So that was fun.
Oh fuck, one side.
Happy Halloween, you asshole. That's what I would have said to him.
Yeah, I wanted to, but, you know, a little too small for that.
I understand. Did Josh just spill his soup?
Pretty much, not my scariest, but one of my weirdest Halloweens.
Alright, Josh, did you have a Halloween story for us that wasn't Dennis Candy?
Yeah, I got one.
Alright.
I told you the one story about my revenge. I'm gonna tell you that again because I like that one for the podcast.
Yeah, let the viewers hear your revenge story.
Yes.
Okay. So what happened was when I was 11 years old in Illinois, I was trick or treating, and there's this one house by my friend's house that was notorious for giving out like the Jolly Ranchers and give you like multiple of them.
The big
My
ones?
favorite Jolly Rancher was blue, so
The big ones?
I go up and this lady, it's a luck of the pick, but this lady had given me 16 blue Jolly Ranchers, okay? And I'm leaving the house and going around the circle near a tree. Out of nowhere, a 35-year-old man who lives like 4 houses down from me jumps from the tree, startles the fuck out of me. I fling my bag because I'm scared as shit, and my bag hits a rock, smash, and I can hear the Jolly Rancher smash as they collide with the rock. I scream, "What the fuck? WTF?" Sorry, I'm not gonna swear. WTF, man? And he's pushing around his girlfriend, who's 23, in a shopping cart. Mind you, she's not dressed up. He is. I won't call him dressed up. He has a sheet over his body.
What?
His head.
How do you know they were this age, though? I'm just curious.
Because I remember going to a barbecue before that and asking how old they were.
Oh, okay.
Plus I knew that guy's son, so.
Okay.
No, but I was like pissed. So I'm like, and he's like, sorry, whatever, man. Maybe you won't get so scared next year. Or I'm like, what? You know, do you owe me 12? You owe me 16 Jolly Ranchers? Like, yeah, like I'm gonna give you 16 Jolly Ranchers. I'm like, okay, we'll see. So 2 years passed, and I called all my friends on Halloween night. I'm like, yo, I want revenge of this guy. Like, this guy owed me 16 Jolly Ranchers. Not only that, but he disrespected me. And my friend Bailey, who was like an ex-member of a gang, like in a gang, it's like, oh, I'm on your side, man. Let's go do this shit. So I get Bailey, my friend Tyler, my friend Albino again, you know him from the class we done, and my friend Yash, who, by the way, he's 8th grade, 6'3".
All right.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, he's tall. I get hit, we're all trick-or-treating, and then we finally go to that same place. It's the scene of the crime 2 years prior, and he's right there. And I say, hey, yo. I said, asshole. Yo, asshole. Remember me? And he's like, oh, yeah, dude from 2 years ago with the Jolly Ranchers. I'm like, yeah, well, it's time to collect. You got my 16 Jolly Ranchers? He's like, no. And I said, okay, boys, you know what to do. So my boys dropped their candy bags, and they had other candy bags.
And more Jolly Ranchers were broken. Oh, the humanity.
Shut up! And
God, the humanity, guys.
They have other candy bags full of rocks, and they just start beating the crap out of the guy with their bags of bed sheets full of rocks.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And then, two 2 days later, we have a barbecue, and my dad, he has the black guy and like little bruises on his arm. My dad said, "What the fuck happened to you?" I pull up my flip phone, the guy's, I can call, I say, finally, I can call them again. You don't fuck with me right now. And he says that class mine. I fell down the stairs.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know it better than to steal Josh's Jolly Ranchers and stick them in your butt, or else he'll hit you with a rock.
The lesson of the statement: don't fuck with the fat boy's candy.
I see. You're lucky you didn't have a gun. He could have dropped you all right then and there. 6-shooter put you down.
I'm sure he probably could have, but it's so annoying. A lot of people have guns.
Disclaimer to any children watching this. Violence is not the answer, and don't do what Josh did, or you may end up with a bullet in you. And you'll have never eaten another Jolly Rancher again.
Probably.
Alright, so I guess it's my turn. Let's see. So I think my best Halloween story is going to be when I was 14. That makes me a freshman in high school. Yes, I'm childish. I deal with that. Yes, I was 14. And the Cartoon Network was airing a Goosebumps marathon on all day. So from 6:30 till they played Adult Swim at like 9 o'clock, right? Just Goosebumps all day. So I hadn't missed a single day of school that year, and I told my mom, and she said I could miss school for that, and I was like, hell yeah. So I got up at 6:30 and I watched Goosebumps pretty much until like 4 o'clock when my dad picked me up, because we used to go back and forth for weekends. I'm sure Brandon knows what that's like. Yeah. Anyway, so we got to my dad's, and we were told prior that we will not be trick-or-treating because we're too old. My brother was 11, I was 14, right? Stupid, right? It was weird. What the hell? I don't know. That was weird.
Sorry.
It's fine. Anyway, so me and my brother had planned ahead and said, you're not taking Halloween from us. We brought masks and stuff and kept them hidden in our backpacks because we had school the next day. So
Yep.
we were left with pizza money. We had our pizza. We then cherry-picked the candy bowl that we were supposed to be handing out, so we took all the good shit for ourselves. Put out the bowl with a take one sign. We took off into the neighborhood in the opposite direction of him, because it was like a big circle. We trick-or-treated for about an hour. We passed him. We snuck all the way back to our house before he even realized we were gone. I sorted through the candy like the adult would. And then we took all our shitty candy and we put it in the bowl. You know, the stuff we didn't want? Like those fruity Tootsie Rolls and stuff like that. And my dad got home and he was never the wiser. Best Halloween ever. Alright, so... any more Halloween stories, Brandon?
Yeah, I do. I got one.
Good.
So, one year for Halloween, which was actually last year, at our school, we lost power on Halloween Day.
Oh, wow.
That sucks.
And it was so fun because when we actually got the power back on, we only had about, I'd say, half an hour of class left, right?
Wow.
And realistically, there was nothing really to do because, we just virtually wasted the entire day doing nothing.
Yeah.
So what did they do? They bought a Nintendo Switch last year.
Oh.
And what did they have? They had Super Mario Party because that just came out. Mario Kart. And they also had a Wii U. So I went over to the Wii U and they had Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and Super Smash Brothers Brawl playing. So I sat there and fought against all my friends at Super Smash Brothers for Wii U and kicked their butts very bad.
For the last half an hour?
Yeah, pretty much. They actually had one of my friends actually telling me that I should never play that game ever again because I was way better than them. And I'm like, yeah, because you never played the game before.
Try me. We'll see how good you are.
And then afterwards, I got dressed up as Deadpool and handed out candy. Yay!
Oof.
Yeah, whatever.
It's okay. You'll eventually be able to sneak out and trick-or-treat again. I did.
Sure, I will.
Hey, I went trick-or-treating 2 years ago, and I'm 26 right now.
doesn't just sit with me all the time and do that. Yeah.
I'm just saying, think about this. I went trick-or-treating a few years ago, and I was 26. I'm 26 now, so...
The last time I went trick-or-treating, I was, 20?
I just wanted to feel like a kid again, and you know what? I did feel like a kid again. It was magic.
Perhaps.
I did many trick-or-treatings when I was 21. Like, I went to, different houses just to get candy for fun.
I've seen this cool thing I thought about doing where you reverse trick-or-treat. So, you take a door with you and you dress up as an old lady and you knock on the door and then you keep your door in front of you until they knock on that door. And then when they open the door, you go, "Oh, what nice costumes you have."
Oh, God.
It's awesome. It's called reverse trick-or-treating.
That's good.
Yeah, or you just dress up as, that smart kind of, dad figure and do that. You know?
I got one last story if everyone wants to hear
Hold on
it.
for 2 seconds.
Sure. Go ahead and start telling it, Josh. This is the podcast.
Okay, the last story goes like this. So I was 17, I'm a junior, and all my friends are trick-or-treating with me. We're in the rich part of my neighborhood called Sedona. So it's where all the rich people live.
Mm-hmm.
And all my neighborhoods have block parties. So we're going to this one block party that it's handing out candy. And we go to this guy that we've hit up everyone else that's part of this block party, but we had not hit this guy up. And we say, "Yo, we trick-or-treat." His wife gets all hoppity and be like, "Oh, you're a little too old to be trick-or-treating."
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, "Man, we put on our costumes. We walked for 180,000 steps so far. I think we deserve the candy at this point."
Did she give it to you?
No, she was she did the sigh and then walked away. Her husband went to go look for the candy. He comes back white as a sheet. And I'm like, "What's wrong, man?" He's like, "I don't have any candy left." Like, okay, I guess you can give us something else if you don't have candy. We'll take soda. He's like, "Yeah, I don't have much soda left either. I can't give you beer because you're 17. You look 17."
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, he looks around. I got a pizza if you want that. I'm like, "Sure, I guess." So we go to this circle that has a transformer for gas.
Mm-hmm.
It connects all the four houses.
Mm-hmm.
And we place the pizza box there. And we open it up, and it's a mother load of it's that extra large pizza with four slices of different kinds of pizza. So it's one of the four slices is cheese, one of the four slices is pepperoni and onions, one is vegetable, and one is sausage and pineapple.
I see.
And we just scarf that down, and then as we make it back to my house, so 3 of my friends are staying the night. One is getting picked up by his girlfriend / baby mama.
Alright.
And as we're approaching my house, this lady comes up to me and does my block party and says, "Yo, I'm done for the night. You want my candy?" That's my candy. I'm like, "Sure." Takes her 3 full minutes to dump all her candy into my bag.
Wow.
I'm like, at one point I made it saying, "Did you even try to give out candy?"
Yeah, she got it all for you. She thought you were so handsome.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, so I just came in the house with a bag full of candy.
I got you. Yeah, that's like I said, I had gone trick-or-treating a few years ago. So I did a mask and a cloak and a scythe, and I walked real slow, made it look all cryptic and shit. Anyway, I went to this really rich neighborhood where we got friends that throw a block party, kind of like you do, Josh, right?
Yeah.
It was like 8:15 when I finally started, because, I had stuff to do. I had to go see my little brothers and all that jazz. So when I finally got to trick-or-treating, it was like 8 o'clock, which is kind of like prime time. Apparently, things have changed since I was a kid. Because that was prime time. Apparently, that's closing time for an adult now. So I guess everyone starts at 5 o'clock or some shit. Anyway, by the time I got to 3 different houses, they were just dumping their whole bowls in my bag. I didn't have very much to do, but my case was too big. Shit was heavy. So, I don't know, things have changed. in the last 10 years, I'd say. Especially for trick-or-treating.
I'd say two. Nah, but I got one more short story that's never happened to me, but I really want to talk about it because it just cracks me up every single time.
Hold on, let's see what Brandon's got something first, though.
I'm good.
Alright, go ahead, Josh, take the floor.
Okay, so like 1997, this kid in Los Angeles, California, this kid dressed up as the Grim Reaper for Halloween. And he didn't go trick-or-treating. He's a teenager. He's like 15, 16. So when all he did was go around to old people and just old people's houses and just knock on the door and just stand there and like just don't even do shit. It just and then one old lady called the police. He got arrested, and then they released him literally 2 minutes later because they really couldn't arrest him for anything. He didn't do anything wrong. And I remember seeing that as like a meme, and he's like the first ever troll. And I'm like, yep, that's an actual troll right there.
Huh. Very interesting. Alright.
My friend wants to do something similar now, but instead of doing that, he'll just be like, he'll just go up and he'll be like, Gladys, is that you? Yeah, I'm supposed to take you. Yeah, go over here.
Well, do we have any closing statements or announcements for our channels before we close this podcast out? Go ahead.
I got one, guys. So my Halloween review will be up and will not be able to be up on Halloween night because for some reason my editor thought it'd be funny to erase all of my recordings and everything I edited, which is about an hour of footage. So it should be up, I'd say, next Saturday or Sunday.
Oof.
So.
Josh?
Sorry about that, guys.
Any reviews incorporated mystery music to tell us about?
I might be doing some musical reviews for the Devil's Carnival, and on Tuesday I have no school, so I will be definitely doing another walkthrough for Assassin's Creed 3.
Cool.
Epic.
As of tonight, we're recording this. I should be launching episode, I don't even know what episode number. It's the second in the series of the Nightmare on Elm Street reviews of the Horror Burrito. So, I think episode 6 or some shit. I don't fucking know. And we're recording our Trick or Treat. God, I am just blanking the fuck out here. Sorry, guys. I'm having like an allergy attack. We're recording Trick or Treat review tonight for the Horror Burrito. So, lots of fun stuff going on right for the Halloween season. Hopefully I'll have it done by Halloween, but we shall see. Modern Warfare did just come out, so check my channel on Goosebumps now if you want to see me stream and talk a lot of shit. I mean a lot of shit. So, with all that being said though, this has been the podcast with no name, starring Brandon, Syme, Josh Wasaki, and Dalton. Thank you for reviewing, subscribe to all of us, and we'll be back with you in a week.